Well then, people, good morning and welcome back to the Just Joe football show. It's a big one. It's the big game tonight. It's Leeds United versus Middlesbrough. Retribution, hopefully, for that Carabao Cup exit for Leeds United against, well, they say local rivals Middlesbrough. Maybe way back when it were North Yorkshire, but not now. But it is a big game for both sides because, of course, there's ramifications, really, for both sides in terms of one for automatic promotion, one, for the playoffs and battle for the title, of course, for Leeds United, if indeed that is your persuasion. I'm not really bothered. I just want us to get top two and get out of this bloody godforsaken league. But it's second versus fifth. You've got a team that are imperious at home, and you've got a team that aren't bad away and are probably one of the most informed sides in the division. Leeds United more recently were dominant at both ends of the pitch against Derby County. I think we had 18 shots and 10 efforts from inside the box, which is impressive. And Derby, I think, over the course of 90 minutes, produced just 3 shots. And only 2 of them being in the box. So we created a hatful of chances. And I guess the key takeaway, which has been a regular occurrence for Leeds United this season, is that we should and could have scored more goals. Now, of course, I don't believe on Tuesday night, tonight, that the domination in terms of possession and goal scoring chances, etc., will be anything like it was against Tuesday. Nowhere near, because Middlesbrough will come to play. They're a very good side. They're very good in attack. But what we need to ensure is that we're not coming away from the game going, oh, we could have scored there and woulda, shoulda, coulda. We need to be clinical. We have to be clinical in this game. If we get the first goal, I believe we can go on and win. But like I say, it's not going to be easy. They're a very good side. And when chances do come, we cannot mess them up, because we've seen it too many times. Nonto is a big problem when it comes to missing gilt-edged chances. Aronson the same as well. So, and do you know what? I want them both to play in this game. So please have your shooting boots on, because that's something the opposition in Middlesbrough do have, and we'll get into some of their numbers soon. But look, Leeds United at home, or over the course of the season, really, we scored 33 goals. It should be more, but we still have been potent in attack, and we've only conceded 13 times. So we have the joint best offensive record and the first best defensive record in terms of goals conceded. If you're looking at just post-shot XG, etc., we're top of the pops, but that's down to the goalkeeper. But hey-ho, let's hope he's not called upon too much tonight. And look, we've been phenomenal at home. I think it's 7 wins on the spin now. And during that time, we've kept 6 clean sheets and conceded just 1 goal in 7 games. That's insane numbers, right? Now, do I think we'll keep a clean sheet tonight? I don't, if I'm honest. I do think they will score. They're in great form themselves, as I said. They had a very shaky start to the season, 10 games in. You know, there was question marks over Carrick. Have they, again, failed to start well? And, will that be the case of their season? Because I think a lot of us picked them to do well last season and not so much this. But hey-ho, it is what it is. The championship's a bit mad. But yeah, what I will say for Middlesbrough, the numbers, the underlining stats and data were always there. They were always creating the most. Just to give you an idea of how much they've had an upturn in form. During them first 10 games, right, Borough ranked 21st for goals, 18th for big chances scored, and the conversion rate was last in the division after the first 10 game weeks. Now, since then, they rank first in every metric. First for goals, first for big chances scored, and first for conversion rate. So that tells you just how good they've been since that shaky start. They've started scoring goals for fun. Like, you're talking 14, 15 goals in like 3-4 games. It's mad. So they've definitely found the shooting boots. So we must not take them lightly. And this is where it throws up issues with Junior being out. Of course, Bogle's a major doubt. I don't think he'll risk him. So you're looking at 2 new fullbacks. Byram, hopefully, it could be Schmidt. I'd rather it wasn't Schmidt, if I'm honest, because I don't know what he's going to give us defensively. At least we know with Vauber and Byram, we can depend on them defensively. And I would argue they'll do better in this game. They'll play better in this game than they would against lesser opposition, because the onus would be on them to attack in this game. Just defend, because Ben Doak, Isaiah Jones, if he plays a part, Finn Azaz, they have some top players in that final third. Latila, Tommy Conway, Aidan Hackney pulls the strings. So we need our defenders to be able to defend well. And them two at fullback, it might not be that bad. So hopefully that bears through, because Firpon Bogle being out is a massive loss. Now, they are good away from home. That's something we have to take into consideration. They're actually undefeated in their 4 most recent away fixtures, scoring 14 goals in that time, by the way. So they travel well as well. They've won 4 of the past 6 games, netting 19 times in the past 6, but they did fail to keep a clean sheet during that time. And this is the key point. And this is where Leeds United need to really hone in on Middlesbrough's weaknesses. Because even though, like I've just mentioned, undefeated away from home in the last 4, scoring 14 goals, opposition not great, but you can only beat what's in front of you. They did concede 7. So this is where Leeds United must punish their defensive issues. We need to ensure, hopefully every single chance falls to Pirro. We'll be fine. But we need to ensure that we're clinical. Clinicality. That's what we have to be on, because they will get chances. If we're not clinical with ours, they will be with theirs. The numbers back that up. In terms of, obviously, there being issues at fullback, it does change. I did think he might go Ramazani and Nonto, but there's a part of me now, just for defensive solidity and continuity, I'd like to see Nonto on the left and James on the right. I think they'll give us more up and down and help out Vauber and say if it's Schmidt or Byram on the right. So yeah, I think I'd go James and Nonto. I think that's where my head's at, with hopefully Byram and Vauber behind. I mean, you could switch it up completely and go with a back 3. Vauber, Strauch, Rodon, then have Byram and Schmidt, but I don't think he'll do that. I don't think he'll want to make too many changes. He'll already be fuming that we've had to make changes at fullback. So yeah. But look, Middlesbrough, they do have some key personnel out in defensive areas, and maybe that's why they're being so leaky, although I just don't think they're great defenders that they have, apart from one, and that's Bill Erlin, of course. But in forward areas, they have a plethora of options. Hayden Hackney, of course, top player. You've got Ben Doak, Finn Azaz, who I would have loved us to get, to be honest, in that 10. Bergzorg, who was the only shining light for Huddersfield when we played them last season. Latila, Tommy Conway. When you go through them names, especially at this level, you can see why they score so much. Now, I do put us as favourites going into this, just because we're good at both ends of the pitch. This is the key bit here. Leeds are good going forward, but they're also good at the back. Now, Middlesbrough, phenomenal in attack. The numbers are there to back it up. They're scoring goals for fun. But it's that leaky defence. They will give up chances to Leeds United as long as we're on song. So we must ensure that we are clinical. If we get a goal early, I think we'll win the game. I do think Middlesbrough will have a part to play. I do think they will score. It wouldn't surprise me if it was something like 3-2. I can't lie. But I'm going to go for a more cautious 2-1 Leeds United win. And believe me when I say, if Leeds United come through this and win this, I think we go the rest of the month undefeated. Famous last words, but the opposition is nowhere near Borough's level. You play Derby again, who we dominated at the weekend. You play Oxford, you play Stoke, you play Preston. There's an opportunity for Leeds, especially with the other teams chasing the top 2, your Burnleys, your Sheffield Uniteds. Their fixtures are really tough. Sheffield United have to go away to Millwall tomorrow. They have to play Burnley, which means more drop points there for both of them. So, Leeds United have a real opportunity. And what a statement it would be if we could beat Middlesbrough. I think the fan base would relax a little bit as well. The naysayers of Daniel Farker, for example, would relax a little bit, and we can really steamroll the rest of the month and have that gap that we've been talking about. But yeah, it's not going to be easy, and it's a game that I'm excited for. It's got jeopardy. I like that. I want to be excited by my football team. I want to go into games going, I don't know how this is going to go. But I'm going to go for a Leeds United 2-1 win, just because they are so poor defensively, and that's what's going to win out. Forget the Carabao Cup, Rutter lefters. This is the league. Leeds have been imperious at home, winning 7 on the spin. Let's go. If we got a clean sheet against these, it'd be amazing as well. But I don't think we will. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Leeds United win. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do smash a like on this, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course, hit that notification bell. And I'll see you tonight for the watch along. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace out. Leeds, Leeds, Leeds.